This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Stoner Dale says, can you describe your thoughts after your first encounter with MJF?
I was sitting in the same room you were at your event at StarCast.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah. We were in the back.
Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Tully and I had just were we on Tony Schiavone's show, and just came back from the stage.
That's right.
And he was next. MJF was next, and I'd never
seen him.
I'd never seen him.
Right.
And he started taking questions, and I saw him, easing up to the edge, and I'll never forget it.
I remember it now. It's funny. I didn't remember that, but obviously I had a lot going on that day. But you looked over at me and you said, "Hey, Conrad." And I looked up. "Yes, sir." And he said, "What's this fucking guy's deal?"
Well, I couldn't believe he was given carte blanche to do it. Now, listen, I've said some iffy things to some people over the years, but when the kid rolled up there to the podium in the wheelchair,
he was firing off,
and he said to MJF, "How you doing?" And he looked at him and went, "Better than you." I swallowed my teeth.
Yeah.
This is a kid in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And, I think that says everything that you need to say. Now, he's been given carte blanche to a degree right now.
Right.
He's going to be, and the kid is a tremendous worker. He's a throwback. Part of him is a throwback to the late 80s talent that he works. Then you spring forward to 2021. He's that guy. And it's like Richard Pryor in the day, but he's Richard Pryor today in 2021, when some stuff's not acceptable and a lot of stuff's not acceptable, and you can't just say some things. And I think we go overboard with a lot of those politically correct no-nos. He doesn't have any no-nos. You never know what's going to come out of that guy's mouth.
It's like a modern Piper, a little bit.
Little bit. And he pushes the envelope every single time. And I commend him for that. I also hope he's smart enough to know, pull up a little short of going into bad taste. You know what I mean? And just being too much.
Well, and by the way, he's an asshole in real life. So if you meet him, be prepared.
So he's chapped your ass somewhere along the way?
Oh, I hate him. He's the worst.
I just saw a wink.
No, I had something in my eye. Charlie Thrower says, Mr. Anderson, if you were in your wrestling prime today, who across the entire wrestling industry would you like to have a match or program with? I mean, it's got to be Cody, right? An Anderson and a Rhodes. That just sort of writes itself.
If Tully and I could be, let's say 30, and Cody being in his prime, and somehow magically Dustin being in his prime.
Holy shit.
As far as a generational one for the ages, and we had our same history with his dad. That history that we had with his father has lasted to this day. And everybody remembers where you followed Dusty down in the Cadillac and jumped him in the parking lot and then broke his leg and had the riot and all those things. But Cody has built his own legacy. He's his own man. He is recognized as one of the top guys in AEW, one of the faces of the company. Dustin Rhodes is a guy that can go. He could tear it up. And boy, when he first came along and he was a young talent, he could tear it up with the best of them. And he caught on so quickly to everything. I think those two in their prime and us in our prime, interesting.
That would be unbelievable. That's what that would be.
It's a great wish list. It's an awesome wish list.
I'm for it. If we find those time machines, I'm going to make that happen.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.